The Noble Alliance's advantage in this war remains overwhelming as always. Rufus has achieved much in his position as Chief of Staff as well. But the fact remains, that fool Cayenne is still the one with the most influence and power. Something must be done about this. But what? How?
So that was your line of thinking when you sent those Jaegers to Ymir, was it? You moved to take Princess Alphen into your custody and use her to replace Duke Cayenne as Supreme Commander of the Alliance.
Do you have something you want to say to me, Jusis? You seem very unhappy about the fact I sent him to the hometown of one of your classmates.
Not at all, Father. However, I do believe my brother also expressed disapproval of those actions. I humbly ask that you think twice before interfering with any neutral powers in the future.
And I would suggest you think twice before involving yourself in matters that are of no concern to you. Focus on the work you have been given and leave me to do mine.
I apologize for speaking out of turn.
I must think of something that will allow me to seize his position. I can't allow that pompous halfwit to call himself the Alliance's Supreme Commander for a moment longer. I may need to reconsider how Rufus should be acting in his position as well.
Guess I should head back now. Is that you, Colette? Rean! Oh, Emma, Laura. I didn't even know you were in Berehard. We arrived not long ago, actually. I'm pleased to see you're doing well. Mind if I ask why you're dressed like that? I heard you had escaped, but... Yep, wasn't planning on it actually, but I got caught up in the moment. I decided to take up a part-time job once I got here. Can't ever go wrong with some spare change, am I right? Pretty impressive mindset you've got. Aren't all the students from Thor's on the Noble Alliance's wanted list? It's not a big deal here. You're fine as long as you don't stir up trouble. All the people on this street are super sweet too, so that helps. I'm kind of surprised at how quickly I got used to this place. Well, as long as you're alright. Might as well ask now that we found you, too. Rean asked Colette if she knew anything about Jusis. There have been some rumors spreading about him lately, I guess. What kind of rumors? Not very pleasant ones. Apparently he came back home not that long ago, and he's been helping the Duke ever since, or so they say. I see. What's he helping out with exactly? Well... stuff like how he's been helping command the provincial army in town. Really? That can't be. It's hardly surprising when we take his position into account, I'm afraid. Both his father and brother are focused more on the war than keeping the region itself safe. Perhaps he has taken it upon himself to handle that in their stead. Doing what he can for his region is not out of character for him. We're probably best off asking him about everything face to face. If only we could figure out how to get in touch with him. Looks like you've all got your work cut out for you, huh? But don't give up. I should be heading back to the inn, so I'll catch you guys later. Stop by if you need anything, okay? Thanks, Colette. Guess we should start asking elsewhere. Yeah, let's go. Did we really need a little cut thing for Rean asked about Jusis? Couldn't you have just done, hey, by the way, have you heard anything about Jusis? Wouldn't that have been about the same amount of type? Seems silly to me. Why does father have to be so hard-headed? The least he could do is actually consider things from my perspective. Please be safe, Emily. Larissa, you're here. Elisa, oh, Idios, it is you. What are you doing here? You've even got some of your classmates with you. It's been a while, Teresa. Good to see you're doing okay. Likewise. I was so worried about you all, but it looks like I needn't be. I couldn't be any happier for you, Elisa. And I couldn't be any happier knowing that you're safe. Seeing you here does remind me that you mentioned being from Bereahard, though. So you ended up getting separated from the others you escaped with. That's right, things were pretty hectic at the time, so I have no idea what happened to Emily and Ferris, unfortunately. I see. The Florald household rather well known, so Ferris will probably be okay, but still. I'm sure it must have been a relief to come home at least. I can only imagine how worried your family must have been too. Well, you could say that. This war's as good as won in the eyes of most nobles. My family's no exception. In fact, they're enjoying life more than ever right about now. Perhaps that much is to be expected from those in Bereahard. It is widely known that the Noble Alliance is currently dominating. Father keeps trying to appease me by taking me to fancy restaurants and the like, but the fact that he doesn't understand how I feel makes it painful to even talk to him. That's why I ended up excusing myself. Childish of me, isn't it? Not at all. I understand exactly how you feel. I was the same back when I had no idea what was going on with everyone else. Speaking of which, you wouldn't happen to have any information about Jusis, would you? No, I'm afraid not. I know he's back in Bereahard, but you probably know that much already. Sorry for not being able to help. Not at all. There's no need to feel guilty. I think I'll head back to the restaurant after all. I might be able to get some information for you through my father's connections. Sorry for making you go out of your way. We do appreciate it, though. Just try not to expect much. We'll probably end up arguing again. I have to admit that I'm a bit jealous of you all. Not everyone has the freedom to do what they want right now, me included. That's why I'd like for you all to do everything you can for now in our stead. And also, if you happen to come across Emily or anyone else from Thor's, please help them. Of course, that was our intent from the beginning. In turn, we'd like for you not to be so hard on yourself. Thanks. I'll see you all again soon, I hope. Huh, guess you can't shove all nobles under the same label, can you? I'm a bit disappointed that you're only realizing that now. Anyway, we should continue searching for clues elsewhere. Right. You might as well take a look here. According to Colette, Jusis should be in here right now, but it's far too dangerous to approach the premises. I'm afraid they would restrain us immediately if they found out we were here. Class 7 is likely to be much higher on the wanted list than the other students from Thor's. And remember our field study, Rean? The Provincial Army's guardhouse is here, so it'd be best if we avoided this area. Let's get out of here before they catch us. Class 7 did what they could to find some way to get in contact with Jusis. However, doing so proved to be far easier said than done. We've established she's back home, but beyond that, nothing. It's not going to be easy to get in contact with the son of one of the 4 great houses, especially since the Alliance considers us wanted criminals. We're likely to be arrested by the Provincial Army regardless of how we go about this. There has to be something we can do. It's always nothing but trouble with that guy. I wish I had something more to add, but I'm as lost as the rest of you. Hello. Can I speak to you all for a moment? Oh, I think I recognize you. Oh, you're the kids who were reading a book on that bench. Do you need something from us? Well, we've got a message for you from someone. Huh? For us? Right. Head to the restaurant in the Central Plaza post haste. That's the message. The restaurant in the Central Plaza? I assume that must be the Sorcière? Yeah, must be. Who gave you this message? Sorry, they asked me not to tell you. Is this some kind of game? Aw, I want to play a game. Shush. Anyway, that's all we were told, so bye. That was weird. Thoughts, everyone? It may have come out of the blue, but I don't believe there was any ill intent behind that message. It may be in our best interest to do as it says. We're struggling for clues as it is, so any lead is a good lead. Looks like we're all agreed. Let's head over to that restaurant. Oh, I see you've all chosen to stop by once again. It seems he was right after all. Who was right? Is it safe to assume that you've been left with a message for us too? That's right. I'm not permitted to say who from, unfortunately. Make your way to the airport post haste. I shall await you there. That's what I was asked to tell you all. So our next destination is the airport. They must be having fun dragging us all over the place. These messages have been awfully haughty too. Gee, I wonder who it could be. Doesn't matter who it's from, we're gonna have to head over there to clear things up. Yeah, let's make sure we're ready before we head out. Going through here will take us to the airport, right? I don't see any staff around. That's probably due to the flight restrictions. The gate looks to be open just enough for us to enter too. Should we? Entering the airport will cause the main story to advance. Any unfinished quests will disappear. I don't know who or what will be waiting for us beyond here, but it doesn't matter at this point. Let's go. Right. Wow, Brayhard Airport's as nice as I pictured it being. It's my first time visiting it as well. I suppose this must be an airliner? Yeah, it's a medium-sized passenger airplane made by the Reinberg company. It does seem like all air travel stopped. I've been waiting for you. And who might you be? I was sent here to deliver a message. You see that airship right there? Make your way to the lounge on the 3rd floor post haste is what I was told. Well, not like we have any better ideas. Let's go. Yeah. This airship is massive. Indeed, although it naturally couldn't hope to compare to the Courageous in terms of size. We were instructed to go to the 3rd floor lounge, but please stay on guard. There's no telling who the person calling us is, or what they have in mind. Right.
You certainly took your time.
Jusis!
I suspected it was you.
How long did you intend to make me wait? I have wondered whether you would even bother to show up.
Do you know how much trouble you made us go through to get here?
There are eyes everywhere in this city. It would have drawn too much attention for you to come here directly. That was just my way of looking out for you. Perhaps you could try thanking me.
I see you're as much of an ass as you ever were. I can't say I'm surprised to find you're in good health, though. Ill weeds grow apace, after all.
I could say the same about you. Given how useless you are at anything you can't learn from a book, part of me expected we would next meet with you behind bars. Again.
Ugh. It hasn't even been 30 damn seconds and I already want to kill you.
At least you're well. That's what matters. It really is great to see you again, Jusis.
The same to you. I'm impressed you were able to overcome the many ordeals you've no doubt faced to make it this far. Though I should hardly be surprised. I've always had high expectations of you. You've made good on your word and showed me exactly what noblesse oblige means to you. I would like to believe that in my own way, I have done the same.
I think you have. Unlike you, though, I don't think I would have been able to do anything without everyone's help. Still, thanks, Jusis.
This means that all of Class 7 is finally together again. And I couldn't be more overwhelmed with joy. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you so much. You've been a tremendous part of making this happen. Thank you, Sharon.
I haven't the foggiest idea what Sharon is doing here, but I suppose it doesn't matter right now.
Jusis?
I've been kept abreast of your activities through the Noble Alliance's information network. So I'm well aware you've been fighting their forces across the land using that ash-colored knight of yours. As well as the fact that you've chosen not to ally yourselves with the Imperial Army, but instead fight as a third faction.
Oh, has word of Valimar been getting around that much?
That said, I didn't arrange for us to meet like this just to see one another again. I did so that I could make the difference between our respective positions crystal clear.
What do you mean? I see. You have no intention of coming with us, do you?
No.
Wait, Jusis.
You surely saw this coming. I'm the son of one of the most influential figures in the Noble Alliance. And as I imagine you're already aware, I've been assisting him and his provincial army in fighting this war.
Well, we know, but...
Is this what you believe to be your duty as a noble?
Meanwhile, my brother is acting as the Alliance Force's chief of staff. And as for my father, he was responsible for hiring Jaegers to attack Ymir, which is not only your home, but the home of all the kind-hearted people who welcomed me with open arms earlier in the year. I can only apologize. If I'd returned home earlier, then perhaps... No. I don't even have the right to do that much. Yet with that in mind, it should be clear that we can't go back to the way things were. The gulf between us is simply too vast to be filled. Our paths have parted. That is reality.
No.
Jusis, please. It doesn't have to be like this, Jusis.
I will guarantee you safe passage out of the city. If you deem it necessary, I can even have you escorted out by car. However, once you're out, we can
Jusis. I can understand why you feel somewhat responsible for what happened in Ymir. I can understand why you, as an Alberea, feel as though certain things are inherently expected of you. Actually, I should probably tell you that Dad woke up the other day. All that's left is for him to get his stamina back now. He'll make a full recovery.
That's good news. I would have liked to pay him a visit myself. But with circumstances as they are...
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not telling you that to make you feel guilty. I'm telling you because I don't want that to be your reason for what you're doing.
Pardon?
What I want to know is what you want to do, and the path you want to take. If you want to help your family because you agree with the ideals of the Noble Alliance, I won't stop you. But if that's not what you want to do, if you're only helping because you feel like you have to for whatever reason, if you're doing it because you feel responsible for what happened to my dad, which, by the way, you aren't, or if you're doing it because as much as you want to come with us, you feel like you don't have the right to, then you're nothing more than a coward who's running away. And I don't believe that's how a real Erebonian noble should act. They should do what they believe is right, and do it with pride. If Dad was here now, he'd say the same thing.
It might sound cold, but he's right.
Your father really would know what to say at a time like this. Yeah.
We're only students, still learning more about the world around us. Alone, we don't have the experience or knowledge to go around proposing solutions to the conflicts in this country. Not to the war going on around us, nor to the class divides that started it. But that's alone, and that's why I think we all need to come together as a class again. We're all inexperienced, but we all come from different backgrounds and social standings, and we each have unique experiences to share. It's only by pulling those together that we can overcome whatever life throws at us. It's worked for us during every one of our field studies. Why wouldn't it work now?
He's right, Jusis.
Indeed. Rean had to remind me of that too, you know.
It's always nerve-wracking for those of us who have to watch you pull crazy stunts all the time, I hope you know.
It certainly is.
I see my suspicions were dead on. No matter the circumstances, you've always been the one to blow away my hesitations.
Then you'll come with us?
Still, no matter what you say, I am an Alborea, and as such I have duties and responsibilities to fulfill. If you are determined not to back down, then we will have to settle this with a duel, just as you and Crow did 1 month ago.
A duel?
Follow me, Rean. Our destination is Aurochs Canyon. There we shall settle this matter once and for all.
Well, well, I wasn't counting on this. I'd only intended to gather information on the Crimson Wings, and yet here I am, bearing witness to such a compelling scene. I've no duty to report anything I see to Duke Alborea, but I suppose there isn't any harm in watching how things unfold.
Whatever.
Do what you want. I don't care. I'll just go kill time in town or something.
Oh no, not this time. You're coming with me and that's that. I'm here to support you, not babysit you. You're the one with a number, not me. Try acting like it.
Fine, fine. What a pain. There's a familiar face among them, so this might not be a total waste of time.
I'm trying to fix this.